Hey, good evening, everyone. How's it going? This is Michelle Ship here. I'm the business page owner of WHAM Solutions with Michelle Ship, or better known as Work at Home Mom Solutions with Michelle Ship here on Facebook. Thanks so much for joining me this evening. Have some great stuff I want to share with you guys. So we're going to be talking about today success and failure, or success versus struggle. So I was attending a training this week and want to share with you some notes and talk about how this can apply to you in your career working from home or your home business. So let's go right into the content. So today, success requires struggle. Now we need to understand that in success, there are going to be failures and struggles along the way. There's actually a direct relationship between the two, between success and failure. If you are just going ahead, if you are joining us here live, or if you've seen the replay, go ahead and comment below where you're viewing from. Would love to see that and give you a shout out. Okay, so moving forward, the relationship between success and failure, basically what happens is when you become successful, you will have to overcome some struggles along the way. Lots of failures, lots of falling down on your knees, getting bloody knees and getting back up again to become successful. So we got to think about this in a career-wise, okay? So say, for instance, you have this goal, okay? Perhaps you have a goal of becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe you have a goal of having your own home-based business or some type of traditional business, right? So you have this big goal, and you have to understand there's always two sides of that coin, of that goal, okay? You have one side that talks about exactly what you desire, exactly what you want in that goal, okay? And then on the flip side, what you have is all the things that you actually don't want to do to get that goal, all of those emotions, all of those unsure moments, all the things, the list of things that you don't want to do to actually obtain and achieve that goal. Okay, so there's two sides to that coin, what you want and all the things that you don't want to do to get that, okay? And we have to understand that there's actually two sides, where you want things, but all the things that you don't want. And we have to understand that those two sides are always in direct proportion to each other. They're equal, okay? And what's interesting to me is that when it comes to our career and our mindset in our career, a lot of people feel that it's actually, or they believe that it's actually easier to go the average way, basically just having a standard job, working for an employer. They feel that they rather not go after those big dreams of actually, finally opening up that pizza place that they always want to do, or starting in a home-based business and having control of their career and their income. And they may see the standard job as the easy way out because that's what everyone's doing. That's just living an average life, going along with the norm with everyone else, okay? And they may feel that there's some type of more effort or something if they actually do something on their own. They're scared of the unknown, and they may feel they may have more struggles if they actually pursue those goals, pursue those bigger dreams than the average individual, right? And so they rather go ahead and endure that pain of just having a standard job, because there are struggles with that as well. We all know what type of struggles come with the standard job, okay? Versus when you actually pursue and have the courage to take action, massive action, to obtain the career that you really like to have, with some type of home business or a traditional business, and become an entrepreneur. There's more risk involved, but you're ready to make it happen and step out of that box and that comfort zone to make that goal a reality, okay? And sometimes our mind doesn't understand, but those two struggles with either being a standard employee working for an employer, also versus being an actual self-employed, it requires the same effort and the same struggle along the way, okay? Whether the struggle will be just initially or long term, okay? And we have to understand that being a standard employee, there's lots of struggles with that. Yes, it may be easy to have that average lifestyle, but we all know the struggles that come along with having that. I've experienced it myself. I'm sure many people viewing this today have experienced or know of someone who has a standard job, especially being a parent, being a mother, there's lots of struggles with having to bring children to daycare. Finding someone to pick up and drop off from daycare or standard school, having time to actually get out of a job to attend parent meetings and activities, preparing a household, managing homemaker and career woman outside of the home, struggles with asking for time off from a boss, struggles with not making enough money, even though you feel that you are worth so much more than what's in their budget, right? There's so on and so forth. Or even just the feeling of trying to get ahead, but you keep living paycheck to paycheck and have no money to save. There's struggle with that, okay? However, there are struggles as well with becoming an entrepreneur. It may be a brand new atmosphere that you're running into. You know, with that, there's learning curves there. Okay, there are, you know, long hours, invested hard work. You know, there may be failures and rejection from people in your family, maybe rejection from outside people. There may be lots of disappointments along the way. There may be loneliness. Has anyone ever experienced that? Being an entrepreneur, there's lots of loneliness there as well, because you're going against the grain, you're not doing the norm, and you're stepping outside of the average individuals, right? So there is struggle as well with becoming an entrepreneur. But what we have to realize is that all of those struggles along the way are actually necessary deposits to your future success, especially if you're working as an entrepreneur. Okay, it's actually, those failures are actually necessary for living the life that you want to obtain in the near future. Okay, and sometimes we feel like, especially if you're new with getting started, a home-based business or any type of business, that there will be, you know, I can promise you there's going to be setbacks when you first get started, even along the way. And sometimes when you're going down that road, that path, you'll have lots of things and obstacles coming your way. It's definitely not a straight, narrow path there to success. And many people do just throw in the towel and give up, you know? And so what happens here is that they go ahead and quit before the blessing, like I always say, and they don't actually achieve that goal, okay? And actually that failure that you're encountering at that point in time is actually necessary for you to have more long lasting success. So the ones who actually are very, very highly, you know, widely successful are the ones who fell down a lot more than those who have minimal success. They have the bloodiest knees, like they say, because they fell down many, many of the times. Okay. And if you need to understand, if you're not having lots of failures in your home business as an entrepreneur, if you're not having lots of struggles along the way, or lots of disappointment, you need to understand that you're not playing big enough. There's a whole lot more that you can do so that you can become successful, but you need to embrace, you know, the struggle that's going to come along the way, because it's not going to be easy. Okay. Just like that book called Go for No, they talk about, you know, going through the no's to get through the yeses. Basically, if you want more success, you have to double your failure rate. You know, go through more prospecting, speak with more people, get through the no's, which will lead you closer to your yeses, all of your positives. Okay. And with that, you know, with more prospecting, you're going to get more failure, but that's going to lead you closer to your success. Okay. So the failures and all the obstacles and things that you endure each and every day as an entrepreneur will actually shape you for the person that you're about to become. And not many people are comfortable with that, especially in the early stages of being an entrepreneur, but that's something that you need to understand and embrace and accept it as a fact. Okay. Now we need to understand that there's actually two types of pain here. There is the pain of discipline, and there's also the pain of regret. Now, the pain of discipline, for instance, you know, when you're an entrepreneur, you have to grind it out every day, you know, regardless if you want to wake up or not, you have to grind it out. You have to be very disciplined with yourself. And just understanding that discipline, that grit, that grind that you have each and every day, it's temporary. Okay. So you have the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. which may be for someone who wants to actually, actually pursue their dreams and have the courage to take hold of that, take back their career without a boss, dictating, when you can take lunch, when you can go to the bathroom, when you can see your child for their activity. You're taking back that career, and you're getting out of that comfort zone, But if you don't do it, you have that pain of regret, okay? So you have the pain of discipline versus the pain of regret. Now, the pain of discipline is basically setting you up for a life that you would love to, that you're just dreaming of, that you're working towards. Whereas the pain of regret is actually, the easier life initially, but it's setting you up and preparing you for a harder life thereafter. And the pain of discipline weighs an ounce, whereas the pain of regret weighs tons. And I always hear about, a year from now, you're going to wish that you actually got started. And sometimes I feel, with life, it just keeps on going so fast. I can't believe my youngest one is going to be 5 this year, which is amazing. I just remember bringing her home and starting my home business here. And, time goes so fast. So we definitely, if you have some type of, entrepreneurial a bone in your body, you want to do something, you want to make a difference, you want to help people, you want to be front and center with your family, but still have a career, go for it. It's definitely, there is struggle with that, but keep in mind that the struggle of being an entrepreneur and a home-based business owner is the same type of struggle with being a standard employee, because there's lots of struggles along the way, but it's temporary as opposed to being a standard employee working for an employer. Do you understand? If you can understand, go ahead and type the number 1 below. It'd be great to see that there, okay? All right, so definitely the choice is yours. You need to definitely decide what is the best choice for you. How would you like to have your career? How would you like to live your life, okay? And we have to understand that when you actually leave your comfort zone, it's actually better because it allows you the opportunity to grow more. And sometimes I always hear that, that quote that says, leaving your comfort zone is hard, but staying broke is hard as well. Choose your hard. Okay. And what I think about when I hear and I see that quote always posted around social media, being in your comfort zone is easy. It's easy for everyone to just stay doing the same average thing, all being a habit, but it's harder, when you're being broke in that comfort stage, living paycheck to paycheck, doing the hustle bustle every day. No, thank you. Pick your hard. Which is going to be your way? Which way is going to be your way of living? Okay, so this is definitely what it takes to be successful. You have to embrace the struggles along the way, whether it's going to be now, with the discipline, or it's going to be later if you have a standard job. Okay, there are going to be obstacles regardless of whatever career path that you choose, but just know that in your mind, it may think that entrepreneurship has lots more struggles, but just know that that struggle is just temporary and preparing you for a more beautiful life in the future, knowing that you're doing what you exactly want to do and not exactly what your boss tells you to do. Okay, trading time for money. So hopefully this helps you and you find some benefit in this. And it was a great reminder for me when I was listening to this training this week about the relationship between the two of success and the relationship between struggle, because a lot of people think that having a home-based business is all sunshine and roses. It's not. And I've been on the flip side as well, being an employee, and that's not all rosy as well. But you need to choose what's the best option for you and roll with it. But if you do have some type of entrepreneurial blood and spirit and bone in your body, I say go for it, because the time keeps going and you don't want to have that pain of regret where you wish you got started, but you just never did because of fear. Or because of you felt like it may not be the best choice for you at that point in time. So if you like this video, go ahead and comment below. Say, yes, Michelle, I agree. Feel free to share this video with anyone that you feel that will gain benefits. And I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Take care now. Bye now.